Okay, everybody, I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna try to hurry up because y'all know my phone ain't about shit. Excuse me, but you know it's the truth, and so it takes me a minute to get my videos together. So since I'm already in the house, I'm gonna just start all over. Okay. So what I was saying outside with all of the noise going on with the traffic and everything. First of all, when you are harvesting plants, try not to get plants that are on the side of the road because of the emissions coming from cars. Okay, so if you're getting plants, usually you'll find roses, you'll find what's the other stuff, dandelions and all those kinds of things growing on the side of the road. If you're going to use those plants, don't use them for internal purposes because of the pollution coming from the cars. Okay, so so anyway, my son just came in. So now what I was saying was I was talking about honeysuckles. Okay, and honeysuckles have a lot of medicinal properties. Okay, it has not only medicinal, but it has spiritual properties that go along with it. So what I was saying outside was some of the properties of honeysuckle would be a laxative. It helps you to release toxins from your body, or it helps you to release leftover processed foods. And so it is an antipyretic, which means it is a fever reducer. It is an anti-inflammatory, which means it deals with the fire that is in your system, so something that is inflamed. Honeysuckles are detoxifying, so they're called purgatives, more so depuratives. Those are the plants, the properties in plants that causes the body to purify and to detoxify itself. They are antiviral. They get rid of viruses, so it helps with the influenza. Let me just recap for people who are just coming. Hey, Khalid. Hey, Ursula. The honeysuckles are depurative, and they get rid of toxins. Okay, and so in that, honeysuckles are phenomenal to use for not only a medicinal purposes within the system to get rid of old junk, but is spiritual in nature as it gets rid of old junk spiritually. And you can use it in work, spiritual work, to in the aspect of getting rid of old negative issues or people or situations or circumstances. So honeysuckle is great for that. Also, honeysuckle is anti-spasmodic. So that means it keeps the body, or it keeps spasms, muscle spasms, spasms from coughing, spasms from cramps, and things of that nature. So in that, it helps to calm and to soothe things. So you can use it in spiritual work for dealing with reactionary things and reactionary issues. You want to kind of soothe it and to keep it from keep yourself or your person or whatever your issue is from reacting spasmodically. Also, they are laxatives. I think I may have said that, and they help get rid of the boo-boo. And so in that, it gets rid of all of the old spent energies that you've had. What else? They are anti-inflammatory, anti-spasmodic, antiviral, I said. Analgesic is great for pain, dealing with pain. And I think I said antipyretic, which deals with fever. So it is ongoing problems with, I can't see all. Yeah, I got a big old crack in the middle of my phone, so I really can't see all of what you're saying. I can only see a little bit. But someone is saying something about the herbal medicinal value of honeysuckle, and it deals with ongoing problems, and this is true. However, I try not to use honeysuckle for long periods of time, because over a long period of time, honeysuckle is not the best for the body over long periods of time. Okay, also it's really great in Chinese medicine. Chinese medicine uses honeysuckle to deal with the fire element in the body. Like I said, the anti-inflammatory. So let's see. Oh, I said it was an expectorant. Helps get rid of mucus in the system. So when you cough, it makes your cough very productive. So all of those things work very well when you're dealing with colds, influenza, when you're dealing with needing to detox, when you're needing to purge yourself from old residual foods or issues. It helps to relax the mind and body. Also, I think some of the constituents in honeysuckle would be, it's a mucilage, and a mucilage, as it sounds, mucus. It helps to form a kind of slippery kind. Honeysuckle has the constituent that is full of mucus, a slimy layer, and the purpose of that is to help soothe over colds, over irritated esophagus from coughing. You're trying to expectorate the mucus. Sometimes you get that raw throat and cough, so you can use it for that. Some of the other herbs that are mucilage have heavy mucilage properties. Keep in mind that just about all plants have that mucilage type of benefit constituent in it, but those plants that are heavy in mucilage, give you an example, would be aloe. That inner fillet of the aloe is the mucilage in the plant. Other succulents like cactus. Cactus is phenomenal to help your body deal with blood sugar balance issues and concerns. And so that mucilage in there helps the body to, in cactus, we're talking about cactus. In cactus, it helps the body to balance blood sugar. That slimy part, the mucilage part, is great with marshmallow root. You can use that for your cough medicines and for your irritations in your skin and your throat and all that kind of stuff, especially with acne. Folks with acne-prone skin, a mucilage is phenomenal for that. Let's see, something else that's a mucilage. Okra, and that's all I can think of right now. Mullein is another herb or plant that has a lot of that mucilage property or constituent in it. Also, honeysuckle has salicylic acid. Is rich in salicylic acid. And most people, if you hear salicylic acid, people with acne concerns generally use some sort of salicylic acid to help with acne. So one of the plants that most people are familiar with salicylic acid, which is the basis for aspirin, is willow bark. And so willow bark is heavy with salicylic acid. So you pair honeysuckle with willow bark, and you have a great component to help with acne and skincare problems and issues. Also, I don't know, somebody just sent something. Also, the purpose of, I told you. The purpose of salicylic acid is to help the body to respond to, well, I'll tell you, the purpose of salicylic acid in plants is a defense mechanism for the plant. So when the plant is outside, it has to endure environmental concerns, other insects and other things like that. So the plant naturally develops this salicylic acid to fight off pathogens and other things. So if you think about it, what happens with that salicylic constituent in honeysuckle is that it helps the body to fight off bacteria, which is why it's an antibacterial, which is why it's an antiviral, which is why it's an antifungal as well. I didn't say that one, which is why it is a laxative, which is why it's an antipurgative, which is why it's a depurative, and all of those other things. So that salicylic acid helps in plants with its defense mechanism, also helps in you. And so it helps your body to fight off infections. And so how does that apply spiritually? Well, of course, spiritually, salicylic acid in honeysuckle helps to fight off negative influences. So you use it for that. You put it in work for that. Let's see. Also, it is honeysuckle. I forgot. honeysuckle. Oh, it's a glucoside. A glucoside, as it sounds, like glucose, which has something to do with sugar. I don't know all of it, what it all means, but I know just in my limited understanding of glucosides, it is a type of sugar that binds, that you will find in the body, natural sugars in plants, inactive and active in the body, and toxins generally attach itself molecularly to sugar or natural sugars that are dormant in the body or inactive in the body, but you will find that toxins like sugar. And so what happens is when the toxins attaches itself to the sugar that's in the plant, that's in your body, guess what? The toxins that's in your body then will leave out of the body, because the honeysuckle is a diuretic, so it comes out of your body in urine. It's a purgative and it's a laxative, so your toxins go out the body. And so let's see. So of course then it is great for protection in protection work, to protect your home, to protect your garden, to protect your family. You can put it in mojo bags, you can do all kinds of stuff. Honeysuckle. Let's see. It is also an intervine, something like that. Intervine. Yeah, I can't remember. But what I know is the intervine is an enzyme, is a phytohormone that is in the body. Phyto meaning plant. A phytohormone in the body, in the plant, that is necessary to, how do you say, the enzyme is beneficial for immune boosting and helps with digestive system. You help with your digestion system. I'm trying to hurry up because my phone is freaky. It deals with hormones and digestion and getting rid of old fecal matter and getting rid of old stuff in your system. So you need the honeysuckle for that purpose. And if you think about it, honeysuckle in that area is phenomenal. When you get rid of toxins, it sweetens your life. That's the purpose of the glucoside. That's the purpose of the purgative, to sweeten your body or to sweeten your life. That's the spiritual implications to go with, along with what watching your videos is. I don't know what you said. I can't see it. I told you I can't see anything. Anyway, my phone's falling. Oh Lord. Don't fall. Stay still. Okay, so other plants that have glucosides would be marigolds, I think blackberries, alfalfa, blueberries, onions, glucosides, parsley, let's see, my phone's falling again, other herbs, and plants and foods that have salicylic acid. Then I'm trying to hold my phone because it's falling down. Would also be cucumber, alfalfa, artichoke, things of that nature, salicylic acid. That's why you can put cucumber on your face, and it helps with inflammation and swelling, because it's also a diuretic, gets rid of water and all that kind of extra stuff. Anything else? I think, and I'm all over the place, y'all, so please forgive me. Also, I was saying about the invertin, Invertin. That's how you spell it. It is responsible for energy conversion. That right there, it blessed my soul when I was reading in my book. I got books for everything. I was reading in my book, and what blessed me about the honeysuckle, not only is the I'm holding my phone, not only is the honeysuckle carries the energy of the sun, right? Being as yellow or white, it looks like a trumpet, it carries the energy of the sun, but also carries the energy of Venus, and it carries the energy of love. And what's phenomenal is that it, the invertine, which is the the constituent in it, that is that phytohormone that is in honeysuckle, it is responsible for taking light and converting it into energy. And so what happens is that the honeysuckle has the essence of light in it. And so when you ingest honeysuckle, or when you use honeysuckle in your work, oh shit, my phone fell. When you use it in your work, the honeysuckle brings in that very strong element of light and power. And so you use honeysuckle to not only boost your immune system, but you also use it to boost your work. So if you're doing work for love, then you put honeysuckle in it, not only to sweeten your life or to sweeten your love life, but you use it in conjunction with other herbs like rose petals, rose hips, or anything else like that to boost the sweetness or to boost the energy that what you're using it for. So as a quick recap, because I'm going fast, as a quick recap, you can find a lot of other constituents, salicylic acid in black cohosh. You can use various kinds of plants that are rich in vitamin C, that are antioxidants, green leafy vegetables. They have plenty of salicylic acid. Some of them, a lot of them have a lot of ability to convert energy. All of those wonderful things. Also, if you think about honeysuckles and all of the properties that it has that I've run over so quickly, honeysuckle also helps with the digestion system. It helps with influenza, helps the body to get rid of viruses, helps the body in urinary infections. It helps even help a little bit with candida, a little bit because of the fungus, and infection, inflammation. You can use honeysuckle with ashwagandha, with turmeric, and use it with anti-inflammatory response foods. And let's see, you can use honeysuckle for what else? I can't think of anything else. But keep in mind that honeysuckle also has some toxic energy with it. You have to be very careful in using honeysuckle over long periods of time, and you have to be very mindful of the berries that are on the honeysuckle plant, the leaves and the stems. They can be very toxic to the body. And so while I was outside, I collected not only the flowers, and I collected the bramble, or the vine, because honeysuckle grow on a vine. I collected the vine and I collected the leaves. And why? Because the vine, I'm gonna use it in work to bind love together, wrap it around together, wrap two entities or two people together in love and to sweeten their love life. So you guys hit me up if you wanting that kind of work done. Also the leaves, even though they're toxic when you ingest them, you can use them for work dealing with toxicity, putting the end to sweetness, if you think about it like that. So, I don't want to just go off into that. I just leave that stuff alone. We're just going to deal on the cute, sweet, nice side of Mama Sunfire. So you can use honeysuckle for all kinds of things. What did you say? Very important and informative. Oh, thank you. I can't tell who said it, but thank you so much. Peace and blessings. So I'm trying to think of anything else. You can use honeysuckle for conjugal visits. If you got your boo thing coming over, hey, you want to do some little honeysuckle, make some little honeysuckle tea. You can make honeysuckle jam and put it on food, feed each other. You can do all kinds of stuff. So all of those things are embedded into the honeysuckle plant, medicinally and spiritually. And if you think about spiritual things, if you think about medicinal plants, the medicinal value of plants, it equates to a spiritual value. And so, and that's really easy for those of you. I have a couple of people who actually, I kind of mentor a little bit. But for those of you who I talk to on a regular basis, keep in mind when you're doing work or you need work done, when you look up the plants or the plants that you want to use, you'll notice that the medicinal value of the plant corresponds with most of the time with the spiritual value of the plant. So keep that in mind whenever you need to do some sort of work for the benefit and the upkeep and upbuilding of your family and of your life. Those things are phenomenal. So just keep that in mind. And so I think that's about it. I can't think of anything else. You can use honeysuckle in honey jars. For those of you who know what honey jars are. That's about it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to give me a inbox message And you can also find me at mamasunfire.com. That's mama.sunfiyah.com. Sunfire. Anyway, I gotta get to work. Oh, I forgot to tell you. I'm gonna pick it up. I'm trying to keep my phone from falling. I'm holding it. Also, while I was outside, I got some Magnolia Leaves. Magnolia Leaves are great to keep your honey home, protect your marriage bed and your family, your relationship. So I got some of that, and I'll be doing a video sometime later about the benefits medicinally and spiritually of magnolia, the flower, the leaf, and the inner bark. I think that's about it. Also, after I collected the plants outside, I left an offering, and so always keep that in mind, that you give thanks to the Creator. You give thanks to God himself, herself, energy, what the source, whatever you want to call it, the labels that you put on your divine support system. I tried to leave a thank you for that. So I put some seeds together and I planted them outside. You know, I kind of sprinkled them outside with some rose petals for love and thank you. And the seeds, so hopefully they'll germinate and they'll grow in that space where I also plucked and pulled and harvested the honeysuckle and magnolia. So that's about it, guys. I know I ran over this. What I'm going to do is type this up a little bit and post it on my Mama Sunfire Facebook page. So if you guys haven't liked that page, please go over to Mama Sunfire page. Also, I do have a Facebook page for my products. That's Sunfire Apothecary. And you can go over there. You'll see moving forward, some products featuring the honeysuckle and magnolia and things of that nature. So I think that's about it. I'm done all the talking I want to do. I'm starting to have a hot flash because I'm excited. And that's about it. You guys be blessed. I hope you got something from this video. And look forward to talking to you guys soon. Peace and blessings. Smooches. Bye-bye. I don't know how to turn it off, y'all. Wait a minute. Turn it off. It's on a crack, so I'm going to see if I can turn it off.